Guys, how would you like to get all the best bets of all the handicappers here at PickNation.com today absolutely free? Too hard to believe, but in reality, guys, free really does mean free. 1 day free trial of the All Access Pass. You are getting all the plays from 10 handicappers, all their analysis today for free. It's a $600-700 value. My best bet, Steve Buden's Baltimore Crew going for their 5th consecutive 50-dime winner this year. 41-19 with these plays over the past 5 years. They've made a $10 better, over $10,000 net in that period. And you're going to get those plays, all the plays of all the handicappers for free. Steve, the All Access Pass, unique to our site, PickNation.com. Nobody else in the business would ever even consider doing something like this.
That's right. We do it. Nobody else does it. The reason is simple. Every other company, they don't want you to see what's behind their back door. Us, on the other hand, we want to give you everything. We want to open everything up to you. It's our gamble that you'll come, you'll see everything, you'll love it, and you'll continue to come back forevermore.
Guys, and really, there are no strings attached. And I understand so many of you out there are hesitant because you're thinking to yourself, oh, I've heard these guys screaming and yelling on TV the last 20 years, absolutely free, absolutely free, and then you get nothing. That's not the case, guys. We're a 100% online business. What you see is what you get at PickNation.com. We're telling you, you come to the site, you click on the ad, the 1 day All Access Pass for free, and within seconds, you're going to get my best bet, Steve's Baltimore Crew's best bet, all the plays of all 10, 11 handicappers here at the site for free. And you can do the math. It's $600-700 of action for free, no strings attached, because we're convinced we put together the greatest group of consistently winning handicappers in the business.
This is the best deal on the net. It's the All Access Pass. Just come to our site, click on it. It's very easy. It's absolutely free. Get it now.
Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of the Countdown to Kickoff program, the only nationally televised show to break down all your NFL games from a point spread perspective. Al DeMarco here along with Steve Buden. First game out of the box for our final segment, Arizona hosting Miami. Cardinals laying 6.5 points in this contest. They dominated. I mean, totally dominated Philadelphia. As I told you, I thought it was a bad game for the Eagles last week here on the program. Cardinals dominated, rolled 27-6. That defense held a good Eagles offense to just 308 yards in that contest. That's 163 yards under what Philly had averaged in its first 2 games against Baltimore and Cleveland to open the season. And Kevin Cobb, a guy who didn't
finally got it together.
Well, he didn't even have a job a couple weeks ago. Then John Skelton gets injured in the opener. He leads them to the comeback win, leads them to the win at New England, 17-24, 222 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. But really, this is the defense for Arizona, which is so underrated. That's the key to this contest.
Agreed 100%. They stuffed Tom Brady. They completely destroyed Michael Vick. If I was Ryan Tannehill right now, I'd feel about as comfortable as Mitt Romney in a soup kitchen. Not a good game for Miami. Let's go with Arizona here.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, the Cardinals have won 10 of their last 12 straight up. They've covered 10 of their last 13 games as well. And think about it. They have held the Eagles and the Patriots, 2 of the most prolific offenses and diverse offenses in the NFL, to a total of 24 points the past 2 weeks. So very impressive. Of course, it is only the 3rd time in 3.5 years Arizona's been laying more than 3.5 points. But then again, Arizona in those past 3.5 years wasn't any good. This is a good Cardinals team. And you're right, Tannehill's going to struggle not only against an aggressive defense that put the pressure on Vick and Brady the past 2 weeks, but that Arizona secondary is one of the best in the business. And Tannehill is just a rookie making his 4th start, and this is going to be his downfall. Cheap, cheap price for Arizona.
And when you get a rookie that loses his confidence early in a game, it could get very ugly. I think that's what's in store for Miami here.
Well, the next game is going to be Denver, losers of 2 straight, taking on Oakland. The Raiders coming off the upset at home against Pittsburgh. Which way are we going to go? We'll talk about that in a moment. But first, guys, brand new contest with DraftStreet.com. Brand new prize pool, guys. $500 at stake with the free contest. And, of course, it's $500 of my money. And here's the deal for you guys. The winner, you are guaranteed to win $300 of my money, unless I beat you. And the top 4 runner-ups, you're splitting a $200 prize pool. And the best thing of all with DraftStreet.com, it's a free entry to our contest.
Everyone's been excited about this contest ever since we launched it a few years back. But the big deal now is we're giving away more money than we ever gave before. $300 used to be split among 7 to 15 people. Now the winner gets a guaranteed $300. If you don't play this contest, you're crazy.
Guys, it's an easy contest to do. You've got until 1 o'clock Eastern time here today to finalize your rosters. You've got a $100,000 salary cap. And as general manager, you've got to pick a couple of quarterbacks, a couple of running backs, a couple of wide receivers, a tight end. You draft your team. And again, your incentive, $300 of my money to the winner unless I beat you. And another $200 split among the top 4 runner-ups. Last week we had a guy, had a great draft. The screen name he used was AKAC Dub. He won the contest with 184 total points, thanks in part to having Robert Griffin III as one of his quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford as another quarterback, and 2 running backs, Michael Bush and Jamal Charles, who both had monster games for their respective teams. He won it with offense last week. Check it out. Free entry, draftstreet.com. If you're watching the video here on the website, just click on the ads, guys, and start putting together your teams and take a shot at winning my money. It's a free entry, and the best thing of all, it's instant gratification.
Which I love, because the one beef that we used to have all the time with fantasy football is who wants to wait all year to make money? Now with DraftStreet.com, it's week to week with the free contest. You can't lose, you can only win.
Okay, guys, next game is going to be Denver and Oakland. Problems I pointed out last week with the Broncos. Slow starts. They had a slow start with the offense in the first half against Pittsburgh at home. They did have the big fourth quarter and they won. Slow first half at Atlanta. Slow first half last week against Houston before they got 2 meaningless touchdowns after trailing 31-11 late in the fourth quarter to make it a respectable final score. I've said it all along, until Peyton gets more acclimated, more familiar with his receivers, they're going to struggle out of the box. But I think it's even more important, forget about establishing the run. You've got to let Peyton come out, find his rhythm. You've got to be aggressive and take to the air early, I think, for the Broncos. And I think you have the perfect opponent in the Oakland Raiders who, forget about they beat a bad, I'm saying bad, Pittsburgh Steelers team because they're injury-riddled, okay? They beat them in a must-win situation. They play no defense.
Oh, absolutely. Look, for me, I talked about it earlier, how these elite quarterbacks have all gotten off to a slow start. With Peyton Manning, you have to ask yourself, coming off the injury, coming into the preseason, they used him a very limited amount. They didn't want him getting hit in preseason. Did that hurt him coming into the year? Or all these quarterbacks not getting enough snaps in the preseason so they're not developing their timing, they're not developing their rhythm? And what we're seeing is in the first couple of weeks of the season, that's actually like the preseason for these quarterbacks. So I'm expecting now in week 4 for Peyton Manning to be ready, for him to be, his timing to be improved. I think he's going to have a breakout game this game. I like Denver minus the wood here.
I agree with you as well. And listen, guys, you look at that 34-31 win by Oakland, an upset against the Steelers last week. But keep in mind, Steelers shot themselves in the foot repeatedly. 10 penalties, 4 fumbles, an interception by Roethlisberger. They gave the game to the silver and black. Oakland's allowing 29.3 points per game this season. Steve, next game, Green Bay and New Orleans. Packers getting screwed on Monday night, as I alluded to at the beginning of the show. The Saints, who would have thunk that they'd be 0-3 here coming into this game. We remember what happened last year in the first game of the season. That was then. This is now. Packers offense still looking to gel, have not played well, haven't been able to establish a ground game. Drew Brees has not played well, and the New Orleans defense is pathetic. They gave up 510 yards to Kansas City last week. They're giving up 34 points a game and 479 yards a game through the first 3 losses this season.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints are staring 0-4 in the face, and just when you thought things couldn't get worse, they got to go into Green Bay. And oddly enough, Green Bay minus 7.5. I love this line. I love this game. The last couple of weeks, Green Bay under 7 points. I was nervous as hell for some reason. I don't get it. Now, I think this is the right line. I think Green Bay comes in here. I think they win easy. I like Green Bay minus the 7.5.
And listen, Green Bay struggled in their opener against probably, I think, the best defense in the NFL with San Francisco. Definitely. When the 49ers jumped out to the big early lead through 3 quarters. But then they took on Chicago. You saw what they did to Jay Cutler with the 7 sacks to 4 interceptions. You saw how, even though they only sacked Russell Wilson once at Seattle, against a very good Seattle defense in a tough place to play, Green Bay shoulda, coulda, and woulda won the game if not for that horrible call. The offensive line for the Packers hasn't given Aaron Rodgers any protection. 8 sacks last week, but I don't think New Orleans with that defense has any hope of getting to Rodgers. I think he rolls here, and the Packers do as well. Before we get to what may be the best game here on the Sunday card, the Giants-Eagles Sunday night game, remember, guys, you can save $20 off a single purchase today simply by using this coupon code WEEK4, W-E-E-K, and the number 4, no space, guys, between week and the number 4, WEEK4, W-E-E-K 4. You enter that when prompted in your shopping cart, and you will save $20 off a single purchase today at the site. For any of the handicappers, your call. Matter of fact, you might want to check out Steve Buden's Baltimore Crew, going for their 5th consecutive 50-dime winner. Number 1 NFL crew the past 5 years with a 41-19 record. So, $20 off. Remember, you can get money-saving discount coupon codes, special promotions, special free trial offers simply by watching my daily video report on a daily basis, where I also give you free picks, all backed by in-depth analysis. A lot of guys in this business don't care about the free picks. I use them as marketing and advertising tools. Guys, I win a hell of a lot of my free picks because I put a lot of thought into them, because I want you to win money as much as I want to win money as well. So check out the daily video report here on the site. The Eagles and the Giants, I'm kind of surprised by this line, Steve. The Eagles a 2-point favorite at home. The road team won both games straight up last year. In the last 12 meetings between these two teams, you've had 10 upset wins, and you've got a Giants team with Eli Manning right now. They are humming offensively. It's not just the Carolina game, but I mean, the last 5 quarters, they have outscored their opponents 61-14, they being Tampa Bay at home and Carolina on the road.
Yeah, the contrast between these two quarterbacks couldn't be greater. Eli Manning doing everything he has to do to win. Michael Vick doing everything he has to do to lose. I know why the Eagles are favored here, because everyone's thinking, they look at the Eagles on paper and they figure out at some point these guys have to have a breakout game. It might as well be this week. But if you're waiting for the Eagles to have a breakout game, it's like waiting to meet Santa Claus. It's never going to happen. I like the Giants here. I'm taking them plus the points.
And listen, the Giants, you know, it's not just Eli Manning. I mean, and he's been phenomenal here, and he's got decent pass protection as well. But when you look at what he did at Carolina last week, considering Ahmad Bradshaw was out, so instead they plug in Andre Brown, 33 carries, 184 yards, 3 touchdowns after a huge game the week prior when they rallied at home against Tampa Bay. And I go back to that Tampa Bay game, and you see how the Buccaneers were in it. The Giants had to come back. Eli had a bad first half, 3 interceptions. They basically gave the Buccaneers all those points, but it's a tribute to their offense, to how they were able to come back in this one. And then again at Carolina, he got the job done without Hakeem Nicks, with 2 of his top 3 wide receivers out. So they plug in a rookie, Ramses Barden, 9 catches, 138 yards. And granted, the Eagles' defense is obviously better than Carolina's defense. And the Eagles have won and covered 7 of the last 8 in the series. But again, I think the Giants have covered 5 consecutive true road games. You don't count when they were the road team against the Jets playing on their own home field. And the Eagles have been a horrible play laying points, 4-10 against the spread the last 14, including 0-3 this year.
Yeah, very rarely do you get a quarterback who's a veteran and in the prime of his career. I think that's what we have with Eli Manning. I think that's why they're going to win this game.
And listen, the Eagles, 12 turnovers in 3 games, 9 of them by Michael Vick, and those 9 turnovers have resulted in 30 points for the opposition. Vick was sacked last week 5 times. He's playing behind a makeshift offensive line with a new starting center starting his 2nd game in the pros, a replacement starting left tackle filling in for a guy who was replacing the all-pro tackle at left tackle.
And he gave the ball up twice. He fumbled the ball twice.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, last week Arizona blitzed Michael Vick on 24 of the 46 dropbacks he had, and he was 5 for 21 for 109 yards on those occasions. So that's it for this week's edition of the Countdown to Kickoff program. Remember, Week 4 saves you $20 off a single purchase. We will catch you again next week. For Steve Buden and Al DeMarco, we'll see you next Sunday.